When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call Call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge. Everywhere. It is I, your lovable host, L. Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is still live free or die. It is not big government or bust. The number that you can call, as always, is toll-free 603-835-3224. Excuse me. As we get into the middle of the week, hump day, begin to slide into the weekend. You know, people, I wanted to start the show out with something different, but I've had to change my plans on the fly because, you know, this is what broadcasting professionals do who broadcast live. They change when necessary on the fly. One of the things that, I did want to bring you first is somebody asked me, why do I say liberty lovers all across the globe? Well, because you see on websites everywhere, mine included, there's this little thing called analytics. Now, for those of you in Rush Limbaugh's Ria Linda, analytics can tell you, you know, who's visiting your site, who's listening to your program, that type of thing. It's kind of like the Nielsen, Nielsen? The Nielsen report for, that isn't Nielsen, obviously, for, you know, online radio programs and your websites and things like that. It tracks not necessarily individuals, but where people are coming from, where they're listening or viewing from. Now, for my website, rodeccles.net, analytics tells me that, yes, the vast majority of people visiting the site are from the United States of America. But that's not all. That's not the only place I get people coming to my website and listening to the show. Quite interesting, analytics tells me that the number 2 place that people are listening to the show from is Britain. You would think it would be Canada, but nope, it's Britain is number 2. Now, number 2, in the spot of number 2, where people are visiting my website from. Now, I don't know if I should be scared about this or flattered by it. But number 2 is not what you would think. Not Britain. It's not Canada. You would think it would. It's not even Australia. You would think, although those 3 are in the top 5. Obviously, those visiting my website, rodeccles.net, the vast majority come from the United States of America, yes. But number 2, and number 2 by far, which is a real shocker to me, the number 2 place that people are viewing and reading the rodeccles.net website are coming from and reside within the nation of Russia. Yeah, go figure that one. And this has happened for 3 months straight. I don't know why. Maybe Russians do. You could assume that, hey, the reason why people might be listening or paying attention to the website from places like Australia or England or Canada, maybe it's a bunch of Americans that are there, but there aren't a bunch of Americans in Russia. There aren't a bunch of U.S. military personnel in Russia. So I'm at a loss as to fully understand it, other than, Russians are human and they like freedom as well. So no matter where you are on this globe, you are more than welcome to visit rodeccles.net or listen to this program. And that is why I say freedom lovers all over the globe, because there are freedom lovers all over the globe that pay attention to this program. I am rather flattered. The only thing analytics doesn't tell you why. It doesn't tell you why somebody is tuning in or paying it. I don't know why. If I knew why, I'd do more of it to make sure I'd get more listeners and viewers, but I can only speculate, and it's because they like freedom, either that or maybe because I often mention things about Putin. They want to know what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm becoming enemy number 1,000 or something in Russia. I don't think I'll be taking a trip to the Russian Republic anytime soon, just to be on the safe side. The other thing that changed what I was going to start out with the show tonight is something that I did. Yes, it's based on something that I did. Now, over on Facebook, I shared what I felt was a rather patriotic portrait. It was a little baby who was sitting up. And I don't know, maybe the baby was probably 9, 10. I can't guess age of baby. Maybe 9 or 10. But it was able to sit up on its own. And they had the photographer had posed the baby and draped a flag over its head, and it was the background was beautiful. It was a beautiful picture of what I felt was a display of patriotism. Now, I got an unexpected bit of backlash from places that I shared this picture. Now, granted, most people thought it was a beautiful picture. They enjoyed it, but there were some, and they were vehement. Not that I took the picture, because I didn't. But the flag was draped over the baby. Obviously, babies are very small, so the flag was also touching the ground. And the first thing that these people spotted was that the flag was touching the ground, and they were mad about it. And I was thinking to myself, really? Really? And their answer to me when I said, well, this is a display. I realize that the flag is touching the ground, but let's face it, this is the display of patriotism here. And you just don't understand. And I love it when people say, you don't understand how people suffered and died and fought for this country. Hello? Who do they think they're talking to? But my response to these people was, you know what? I get it. But, the flag touches the ground all the time in a non-disrespectful manner. I've seen it. It's happened in war. You know, they don't, you know, you don't see, you don't see the pictures of people from, like, say, the Civil